I've been pretty bad about posting videos lately, and I apologize for that if there's anybody out there who's actually following what I'm doing. Not sure if there's anybody doing that yet. All in due time, I suppose. The people that are meant to find this information will find it. Not everyone's meant to have the deep knowledge of things. The deeper mysteries would drive most people insane. I've been tested myself, psychologically and even physically, and I believe that I was meant to have this knowledge. Well, once again, not everybody's meant to have it. My videos in the past have been mostly rantings, which is not necessarily a bad thing. We need to create an even flow of energy, though, so that we're not receiving too much or inputting too much, and we're not outputting too much at one time. It's an even flow, it's an even current. If we want to stop the Illuminati, and, whoever, the reptilians, whoever's in control, if you want to stop them, what we're going to have to do is stop lending them our energy, because that's how we're being controlled. It's not actually them doing most of the energy work, it's us doing it by either going against it in ways that ultimately empower them rather than us. So what we need to do is we need to ground ourselves, we need to keep our heads on straight. We need to focus on ourselves as well as the well-being of people if we want peace. Instead of going around trying to find maybe all the particulars about something, maybe we should start working on ourselves. Instead of looking outside of ourselves, look into ourselves. What is it inside of us that we can change to change the world? Everybody wants to look outside of themselves, and that's not the way to do it. So in this video, I wanted to talk briefly about polarization. Obviously, polar opposites, hot and cold, up and down, which in fact, as I've talked about before in other videos, it's one of the Hermetic principles, and there's not really such a thing as hot or cold. It's just different degrees of the same pole. Different polarities on the same pole. Different levels, if you will. But if we really want this control system to stop, we have to become depolarized. If we become depolarized, they can affect us less when they create a problem reaction solution scenario, such as like a terrorist attack that's forged or whatever. They'll use whatever. Sometimes it's gun ownership. Obviously how I feel about gun ownership. Everyone should be allowed to have one. But by creating the arguments, they're feeding off the energy of the people arguing against each other. So in all reality, you're not actually helping your cause by arguing and arguing and arguing, rather than just sticking with your guts and just saying, this is my opinion, will not change. There's no need. You have to seek truth. You really have to seek truth, know truth. Some people will say there's no truth, really, but there is a truth. There is and there isn't. It's all paradoxes can be reconciled if we look at the Emerald Tablet of Hermes. But basically, I gotta get going, but depolarize yourself. Middle yourself between the two pillars, and ground yourself. There's so many things you can read on depolarizing and grounding yourself. And my lessons are probably going to be a little bit more about training you how to do these things as I am doing them myself. I'm just starting out. I am just starting on this path. I know some stuff, but I don't know everything. Not even close. Not even close. It's a speck of dust in the world of things and things to know. But for now, take care.